Hi, welcome. Welcome to my channel. This is CA Dheeraj Mittal from G-Inditure SAP Consulting, Noida, India. In this presentation, we have talked about the SAP DMS and how it works. This presentation is into 4 sections, of course, in one presentation only. The first section tells about the scenario, that why people use DMS. Section 2 talks about how practically DMS works, the internal structure of DMS. Third is a practical application and a demo on system of how SAP DMS works and what as a front-end user you can expect. Section 4 talks about certain practical tips on how you do the scoping and what is the scope of work for DMS. So stay tuned till last to understand the practical tips and how will you do the scoping for DMS in your organization. I welcome you all and would request you to hit the subscribe button and like our videos. If you like this video, give a comment that will motivate us to give more presentations like this. Thank you so much. Below slide shows the scenarios covered for presentation of this DMS. In this slide, you see the scenario covered. The scenario pertains to a transaction process. Now in this slide, we show the process of procure to pay. During this process, at the interval of purchase requisition, certain documents need to be accessed during transaction. So as you can see, please follow the cursor. This is the process for procure to pay, starting from the purchase requisition, then creation of PO, receipt of material, and then invoice verification MIRO. At the time of purchase requisition, the clerk wants to access certain documents. In the screen below you see, this is the purchase requisition scheme. During this transaction, the clerk wants to access certain documents which is connected via DMS to the DMS server. So this is the scenario which is demonstrated in next slides. Now the demo. First, let us understand that how this DMS works, and then we'll practically go into the system to see that how practically it runs on SAP. DMS runs on a different server. In this screen, we can see section 1 explains the prerequisites, that how this works. Section 2, that what is done at the DMS level, and then at the S4 level or ECC level during the transaction, how the document is accessed. So SAP DMS basically runs on 3 primary objectives, 3 principles. First, you create a document and upload it in the DMS server. Yes, 2 servers are required. One is your transaction server, which is your ECC or S4. The other is the DMS server on which all the scanned documents are placed. So first, you create the document in the DMS server. Then you assign these documents to the various objects. Now objects can be like a purchase order, requisition order, sales order, internal order, and there are a list of objects against which these documents can be assigned. When you come to the S4 side, during the transaction, then these objects are accessed and all the PDFs and documents which are attached to this object can be accessed during transaction in S4. So now if we follow this slide, there are 3 steps for the DMS, that is creation of document, then assignment of document to the object, and then finally accessing it during the transaction in S4. Follow my cursor please. So initially you can see that this document first needs to be uploaded to your local PC. Now this document can come from a scanner, mobile, email, or any other means. A soft copy first has to come to your local PC. Once it is available to your local PC, then it is uploaded in DMS and assigned to the object. In our example here, purchase requisition oblique PO is the object we have taken. So as we can see, that soft copy is first uploaded in the PC and then it is assigned to the purchase order. Now here we see that during the transaction, that is ME23N, or at the time of MIGO or at the time of MIRO, if you want to access this document, then the DMS click is available. This is additional tab which becomes activated when we activate SAP DMS. So during the transactions, this link is available to you. When you click to this link, then from your server you get connected to the DMS server, where against this object, that is purchase order, whatever documents are assigned, this can be viewed. So this is an overall, and now following are the slides where we explain practically in system that how this works. Step 1. Creation of the document in the DMS system. In this transaction, you can see that first you have brought the document to your local PC. Now you upload it in the DMS. So in DMS, you have to create a document. You enter into the DMS system, run the transaction to create the document. If you follow the cursor, here you can see that you can navigate to your local PC to find where the document is saved. This is navigation browser to your local PC where the document is saved. And when you click, this is the document which you have brought to your local PC and saved. Now when we create this document and attach it, so this is how in DMS a document number is generated. This document number denotes this particular document which was there in your local PC, which now you have uploaded in DMS. In step 2, now we will assign this document to the object. In this step, we see that our object is purchase requisition. All this thing is happening in SAP DMS server. So the document which you created, now you are assigning it, linking it to the object which is your purchase requisition. Once this thing is done, now your object and the respected document attached to it are ready. From SAP system, during the transaction, now you can access this object and then see that what are the documents which are attached to this link to this object, and then access those documents during transaction in ECC or S4. So this slide shows how in transaction ME23N, when you are creating a purchase requisition, you get this button. This button gets activated in your ME23N, and through this you can connect to DMS server. So once you click this button, then at the lower of the screen you can see that this button shows that what are the various documents which are attached to this object, that is purchase request, PR object, what documents are attached. Now when you click this document, it will connect you to DMS and there you can fetch this document and whatever images you have attached to this particular document. So on clicking of this document, now you reach the SAP DMS, and through this document number, now you can see that which all images are attached to this particular document number. When you click to the image of the document, you can see this document. So if you remember, in our previous example, we attached this sheet which was on our local PC to the document which was created in DMS, and now during the transaction in ECC or S4 at the time of ME23N, we accessed the documents which were attached to the respected object, and then we went to the document number and see what were the images which were attached. So this is how you can access the various images during the processing. Now this particular scenario can be applicable to couple of scenarios. For example, at the time of Miro, at the time of Migo, at the time of giving approvals, or at the time of production order, purchase order, and there are n number of lists which are defined as objects on which these documents can be assigned and then accessed through transaction in S4. This slide explains what objects SAP has provided and helps you in defining the scope of SAP DMS. So if you are planning to implement DMS, you can see at the first section, these are certain SAP objects which SAP has defined. Against these objects, you can assign the documents. The middle section shows certain standard processes and standard objects through which SAP documents can be assigned. The third section shows module-wise the standard T-codes during which these objects can be accessed and then connected to DMS to find the documents which are assigned to these objects. This is the standard functionality available by SAP. Well, this is not a conclusive list. This is just an indicative list to help you decide on the scope of your DMS. That what all objects you want to assign documents to, then what are the processes through which you want to access these documents, what are the modules and what are the T-codes in which by standard SAP has supplied the provision to connect to DMS and access these documents. In addition to this, there may be circumstances or there may be objects which may be customizable in nature. SAP standard may not have provided to connect to these objects, then that's a matter of customizing and Z developments. So this thing happens once the project starts, we understand the processes, and after that things which are not covered in standard, then this is the customizing and delta which needs to be additionally designed. Now, way forward, if you have any questions or answers, please feel free to drop an email on inquiry@g-inditure.com, or you can WhatsApp on the given number. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. Have a good day.